born babies of illegal immigrants. The GOP's take is the parties broke the law sneaking into the country, and we don't want to reward them for illegal behavior. I think, really, this is wrong-headed, it is shameless, anti-American, and sets a very dangerous precedent. We are the reason why we have this problem, because we haven't enforced the laws that we've got on the books. Changing the Constitution would be the wrong thing to do. Joining me now is Republican Congressman Brian Bilbray of California. He's a chairman of the Immigration Reform Caucus. He takes it a step further. He wants the 14th Amendment repealed now. Got to give you a chance to respond to this one, Congressman. Why do it now? What does that accomplish?
Wait. Absolutely not. We should not repeal the 14th Amendment. We should apply the law equally. Ed, you may not know it, but we do not allow these children of diplomats to get automatic citizenship. The fact is, the Supreme Court has ruled on this, that people that are visiting the United States do not warrant subject to the jurisdiction, which is the 14th Amendment conditions it on. It doesn't say everyone born in U.S. is a U.S. citizen. It says those that are born here and subject to the jurisdiction, which means that at the time of their birth, their parents could be tried for treason. That's why diplomats' children do not get citizenship today. And you may think that's mean-spirited, but that's the law. That is why American Indians were not allowed to get automatic citizenship under the 14th Amendment. Congress had to take action in 1924. And if you don't believe that, look at the Elk case in 1872. The Supreme Court has ruled about this. And it's not about just illegal aliens. It's really about people coming here. You have wealthy foreigners who fly to the United States, they visit the United States, they give birth, and then they claim automatic citizenship. And I think you would agree, no one would say that somebody who's a tourist is subject to acts of treason because they're only sojourners. People here illegally don't fall in that category either.
Here's my issue with this whole thing, Congressman, is that all of a sudden this is an issue. All of a sudden the Republicans don't have the White House, they don't have the House, they don't have the Senate. All of a sudden now this is an issue. Where's the Republican Party been on this for the last 100 years?
Ed, I'll tell you, in 1995, I introduced the bill, the Birthright Citizenship Act.
It didn't go anywhere.
Well, it ended up with almost 100-plus co-sponsors, and you're right. They were worried about the perception here. But what I'm saying to you, do you think that a wealthy foreigner should be able to fly into the United States, stay here for a few weeks, and get automatic citizenship for their child,
I appreciate
even though they're not subject to the jurisdiction?
Congressman, I appreciate your question to me. But you and I didn't write the Constitution. We're just supposed to follow it. And amending the Constitution in the middle of an immigration fight, because both parties in this country have been inept to enforce the laws that we have right now, I think is a bridge too far. I think it sets a dangerous precedent.
Ed, I agree with you. You don't have to amend the Constitution. Today, the children of diplomats are not given automatic citizenship.
These aren't diplomats. You know that. This is
because they're not subject to the jurisdiction. But foreign tourists and illegals fall under the same category. The fact is, we have not taken action.
So
Congress did not take action to give citizenship.
Why is it that anchor babies all of a sudden are the best thing the Republicans have got going on immigration reform?
That is not the best thing. The big issue we have is that we should enforce the laws as they rest. And I still ask you, if the 14th Amendment was interpreted by the Supreme Court and ruled that not everyone born on U.S. soil gets automatic citizenship in 1872, the Supreme Court's ruled on that, Ed. Show me the ruling where the Supreme Court's ever ruled that a tourist or an illegal alien gets automatic citizenship. You cannot find in the books of the Supreme Court rulings that they have ever made that ruling.
I'll give you an answer if you can give me an answer on why the Bush administration never went down this road. Never. They never went down this road, Congressman.
He was busy going down the road of amnesty, and that's why people are furious at him, that he was trying to reward illegal activity rather than maintain the rule of law. So the Constitution works both ways.
So Mitch McConnell, in your opinion, is wrong in what he's saying.
I think he's got to study the law and the Supreme Court ruling. I'd ask him to look at the L case, 1872,
okay.
and the court cases have always ruled that those permanent resident aliens that are engaged in commerce here, they can get automatic citizenship for their children,
all right.
but not sojourns and not people visiting.
I'm glad you're asking Mitch McConnell because he's in the Senate. I'm not. So you're at the end of this interview, you're asking the right guy finally.
And look, I appreciate it totally. I'm a son of an immigrant. This birthright citizenship thinking was very near and dear to me because my mother flew all the way from Guam because she was worried about my status.
And I appreciate that. And then, a lot of Americans who are in this country legally, who may be married or have a spouse that has come across the border and been here for years, these folks feel like they're being targeted because of the political wrangling that's going on in Washington. I
appreciate that. It's just like people thinking that you got to be born in the United States to be president. You don't have to be. That's a legend. We got to clarify that. You saw McCain could be president.
Congressman, good to have you with us tonight. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Now let's get some